and a world war was fought. And a Great Depression created a situation in which 1/3 of the country was ill-clothed and ill-fed and ill-housed. And another world war came about. And at each juncture, somebody said, there's not much we can do. And yet we did it. And after that war, when young men and women who had fought or served or been on the assembly lines building that arsenal of democracy, those who were of African descent came back and they said, we fought for this country, why are we still sitting at the back of the bus? Why are we using a different water fountain? And people said, well, you better not stir things up. It's too dangerous. It's too difficult. And yet there were a whole bunch of women who were willing to walk instead of ride the bus. After a long day of doing somebody else's laundry and looking after somebody else's children, because they knew that they were walking for freedom, and that there were a whole bunch of men who were willing to register to vote, knowing full well that their lives might be at risk. And then there were young people like all of you in this audience today who got on buses, even though they didn't have to. They were comfortable in their living rooms watching television, but they said, we're going to get on the bus. We're going to ride down to Mississippi and Alabama. We're going to come down to Texas. We're going to register voters. We are going to desegregate lunch counters, because they said that this is not the kind of America that we want. We imagine a better America. And when Dr. King spoke and said, let justice roll down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream, the people responded, and we created a better America and created a more perfect union. And that's the moment that we're in today. That's what this rally is about. I want your support in this race. I believe I can lead this country. People say that I haven't been in Washington that long, but I've been in Washington long enough that I know Washington needs to change, and I think I can be an agent for change in Washington.
Obama! 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 Obama!
So I'm ready to serve. And when we decided to do this, my wife and I sat down and we asked ourselves, are we willing to make the sacrifices involved? Are we willing to put our family through this, through the rigors of the process? Because we weren't in a rush, we weren't in a hurry. My life is pretty good right now. I've got a pretty good job. I'm getting enough attention. But we decided that there was a unique moment in time where if we were able to help galvanize a movement for change, that the American people are ready to be awakened, that they want to shake off their slumber, that they're tired of being afraid, they're tired of being pitted against each other, that we can potentially bring about the kind of America that all of us believe in. And so I'm ready to serve, but here's what I've got to tell all of you. I can't do it alone. I am an imperfect vessel. This campaign is not going to be about me. Ultimately, it's going to be about you. It's going to be about your energy and your time. It's going to be about your hopes and your faith. If all of you are willing to put in the time and the energy, then I guarantee you that we can make this thing happen. I'm absolutely confident as I look at all the thousands of people who are here, of every race and every creed and every color. I am absolutely confident that if all of you decide to take up this cause, that if you've made a determination that you are tired of the America that has been, because you imagine the America that is laid out before us. And if you're willing to put your shoulder to the wheel of history at this moment, then amazing things can happen. So I want you to do the things that are going to be required for this campaign. I want you to, everybody who leaves here today, I want you to get on the internet, and I want you to round up 5 or 10 or 25 or 50 friends and tell them, get on BarackObama.com. We are building a movement. I want you to do that. I want everybody here to start talking to your friends now who aren't registered to vote, who have no interest in voting, especially the young people. I want you to talk to your buddy Pookie, or you know, your friend JJ, and I want you to tell him, you know, it's time for you to turn off the TV and stop playing Game Boy. We got work to do. If everybody here decides they want to get involved in the campaign and they want to contribute $5, $10, get on the internet. I don't want to have to raise money in Hollywood all the time. I'd rather raise it right here in Austin.